Hi, my name is Elizabeth Eubanks, and I am the lead gardener at From the Ground Up Community Garden in Pensacola, Florida. From the Ground Up is a project of Innisfree Hotel's corporate social responsibility program called The Hive. We do many amazing things at From the Ground Up with our main objective centered around community. We value education, organic gardening practices, and visual and performing arts. We have many exciting events at the garden, and one of my all-time favorites is our Stories Under the Stars event. This event is modeled after The Moth, that podcast where real people tell real stories. These events are supported by Our Garden From the Ground Up and the University of West Florida's Community Garden and Kugelman Honors Program. Our moderator this evening is WUWF radio personality, the one and only Mr. Pat Crawford. The theme of our event is Grow, and the date is May 30th, 2019. You will be hearing from our Story Slam winner of the evening, Hilary. The garden is absolutely lovely on this evening. It's warm but not too hot, and the vibe is very curious and ultimately excited. Hope you enjoy the story.
Hilary, your time. Come on down.
This story is how I grew up and became my mother. I owe a lot of who I am today to both my grandmother and my mother. My mom came to this country with me, 1-year-old baby in hand, with 2 quarters in her pocket to call my aunt to come pick her up from the airport. From then, she would work all the time, go to school, and I would stay with my grandma. So I did most of my growing up with my grandmother. But my mom is very young, so I remember on the weekends, I used to watch her go through her clothes. She made this huge mess, but beautiful clothes. And I used to be just, I cannot wait till I have a ton of clothes that I could try on. And as I got older, I kind of started to get, I don't want to say I started to get more Americanized, but I started to want to be like my peers more. We moved out of the city into upstate New York, and parenting is much more different than immigrant communities were way more strict. But I didn't understand that. I wanted to be like everyone else. So as I grew older, me and my mom would fight constantly, all the time. I was like, I don't understand this woman. We would assume that I was adopted because we seemed to be so different. Her friends would come to visit, and they would say, oh, you and your mom are so much alike. And I was like, don't you dare talk, I am nothing like her. But as I've grown older, I've noticed that I had the gift to watch my mom move up and live through the American dream. As a young single mother, she got her college education. She was able to raise me. We had a beautiful home. I'm a college graduate. And this is all because of my mom's hard work. And even though I am not as controlled as my mother, I find myself getting annoyed at other people at the same thing she would get annoyed at me about. I would be sitting somewhere and see kids acting out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just imagine my mom's hand. And it's just really interesting to just see how she was right all along. She's never heard this, so no one's recording it, so I'm set. But she's never gonna hear it. Pretty much a thank you to my mom for making me the person I am today. And that's my story.
Thanks so much for listening. This event was recorded by Joshua Jacobs and edited by me, Elizabeth Eubanks. Hope to see you in the garden real soon.